Guys, when I tell you that they are literally coming after Cassper Nyovest's wife, Pulane, on Twitter, it is literally going down on the Twitter streets. There are so many tweets, even to the point where people are calling on Umihlali's homewrecking services to wreck up that home guy, Cassper Nyovest and Pulane, who happens to be Cassper Nyovest's wife. But all of this has come after Cassper Nyovest, a baby mama Thobeka'a, went on Instagram, posted about how she was in and out of the oncology department because her son was diagnosed with cancer and fighting a cancer battle while Cassper Nyovest was busy basically cheating on him with his current wife. Pulane, basically that is the gist of what she was saying. I think she recently celebrated her birthday, and then she also spoke to the trials and tribulations that she's been through, and then she also stated the fact that Cassper Nyovest actually cheated on her while she was battling her son's cancer diagnosis, and while her son was actually fighting for his life in a hospital. And then she further goes on to say that and all of this is alleged, guys. I just want to say allegedly because obviously there is no proof, but she also goes on to say that Pulane, who is Cassper Nyovest's wife, was actually aware of the fact that Cassper Nyovest and Thobeka'a's son were in hospital, and that the son was diagnosed with cancer and fighting for his life, and that she was flaunting the relationship while all of this was happening. Guys, when I tell you that some women are literally insane, for you to have the audacity to not only be sleeping with a married man allegedly, but sleeping with a married man who has a son that is busy fighting a cancer battle, and also flaunting the relationship on social media. Guys, anizoyiki zinto. So obviously, because of all of this, people have been roasting Pulane, who is Cassper Nyovest's wife, all over social media. And also because there was a tweet that came up with the recent ask and answer where Pulane was answering questions and obviously allegedly, trying to shade Thobeka'a, right? And honestly, who even follows Pulane? You guys are fast. We don't know Pulane from a bar of soap. All we know is that she's Cassper's wife, and you guys have already followed her. But anyways, this is what happened in the ask and answer. So there was a question. It says, how do you feel about people saying that you were not supposed to be the wifey? And then Pulane goes on to answer, okay, then who was, and why didn't he marry them? And then she goes on to laugh, okay? And then there was another question that said, do you still work? And she answered, not anymore. My husband asked me to resign and be a housewife. The last one that I'm going to be reading says, how long have you and your husband been together before getting married? To which she went on to answer, he's had a crush on me since I was in grade 7, been on and off with him since 2018 or 2019. And if I'm not mistaken, 2018 and 2019, Thobeka'a and Cassper were together. They were in a relationship, right? And the son was already born, right? And this was allegedly the period where the son, Cassper Nyovest, and Thobeka'a was fighting cancer. So this lady is busy being smug about all of this, to the point where she's putting laughing emojis and hand over mouth blushing emojis, like oopsie emojis, over this whole situation. And honestly, cheating is bad, being the other woman is bad, but I feel like in South Africa it's normalized. People wouldn't be in such an uproar if Cassper Nyovest's son and baby mama weren't fighting for the son's life because they had received a cancer diagnosis, or the son had received a cancer diagnosis. You have to be a different type of vile to get into a situation like that, to flaunt that you're in a relationship with this man who has recently had, or who is entangled with another woman, and to also flaunt that knowing that this woman whose man you're cheating on with is basically like in one of the worst eras of her life. Because honestly, having a child who's been diagnosed with cancer, I cannot imagine how that must feel. You must be the vilest and the dumbest of human beings to think that that's something to laugh about, okay? And I do understand the hate that she's getting on social media, and I do honestly hope that Cassper Nyovest side chicks, if there are any, they must reveal themselves, because women have this whole "not me, could never happen to me" attitude. We saw it with how smug Umihlali Ndamase was, and I'm so sorry to bring her up in this, but we saw it with how smug she was when she took that woman's husband and she was flaunting the relationship all over social media, as if we haven't been saying you lose them how you get them. Pulane, this is also a message to you. Cassper Nyovest, you will lose him how you get him. You are no different from Thobeka'a, who he cheated on. You are no different from Boyti, who he cheated on. All of these women were just as beautiful, if not more, but just as beautiful as you are, and are powerhouses. Okay? So for you to be smug about having snatched a man, allegedly, that had a son that was fighting a cancer diagnosis and flaunting the relationship, knowing that not only was Thobeka'a hurting about the infidelity, but also that she was going through an infidelity when her son was busy fighting for his life. You have to be a different type of vile, stupid, and dumbass bee, in my personal opinion. Okay? But tell me what you think about this in the comment section, my darlings, and I will see you in my next upload.